Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sir Jonathan. Today, we're going to talk about a real-life case na nagpapakita kung paano gumagana ang principles ng natural law sa healthcare. Ang case na napili namin ay ang tragic baby switching incident sa Davao, where two families were affected when their babies were switched at birth. In this presentation, ipapakita namin kung paano naapektuhan ang life, dignity, honesty, responsibility, at common good in this situation. At kung ano ang mga aral na pwede nating matutunan bilang future healthcare professionals.
So, ito pong incident na to is way back March 2020 and ito po ay yung kasagsagan ng COVID-19 pandemic where lahat po ng mga hospital po dito ay lagi pong naghihirap and on a strict movement and limited po lahat. So, meron po tayong dalawang nanay po dito, which is si Margie na 33 years old na single mother. Tapos si Esmeralda din po na nag-give birth lang po, 42 years old. And 10 minuto lang po yung apart po ng kanilang panganganak. So after pong manganak ni Margie is siya po at yung nanay niya po ay may na-realize na hindi pala parehas. Para may something unusual dun sa bata nila since yung blanket po nila na binigay doon sa mismong nurse ay hindi nag-match doon sa ibinalik sa kanila. Pero either way po, kinuha pa rin po nila yung bata and inisip na lang po nila na normal lang po yon since matagal na po yung blanket na meron po sila. So, dahil po sa stress ng childbirth and yung mga strict restriction ng pandemic, inaccept na lang po ni Margie. So, after mga ilang buwan po, si Margie po parang na-realize siya na parang may mali dito sa kanyang bata. Na parang na-realize na hindi niya kamukha yung bata or kahit sino sa kanyang pamilya. At first, syempre, sa tingin niya lang po, siguro, lalaki pa naman yan and mag-iiba po yung muka. Pero, ayun na po, lumaki na po yung bata, ngunit, iba pa rin po, hindi pa rin po magka-resemblance doon sa kanilang magkapamilya. So, ang ginawa po ni Margie, nag-reach out po siya sa KMJS or Kapuso Mo, Jessica Soho, na winish niya pong masabi yung kanyang story para malaman yung katotohanan. And through her appearance po, marami pong attention ang nakuha niya and people actually sympathized her. So, it encouraged her to do a DNA test po. So, ayun po. So, since March 2020 po itong news na to, meron pong update ngayon 2024. Actually, 2024. And then, after years na nagdududa siya sa kanyang anak, the DNA test showed na Margie was not the biological mother. And, ayun po, na-devastated po siya, syempre, bilang ina. At sa kanyang buong pamilya po kasi akala po nila this whole time na anak nila po yung bata na binigay sa kanila. Tapos pagkatapos pong ma-aired nung episode na yun sa KMJS, si Esmeralda ay nagbigay rin po ng attention dito sa episode po na to and nag-agree po siya na undergo DNA testing kasi 10 minutes lang po yung agwat nila sa panganganak ni Margie tsaka ni Esmeralda. Kasi may na-notice din po siya sa kanyang bata na hindi kaparehas at hindi rin po magkamuka. So, ayun po, by 2025, nag-air po ulit ang KMJS na nagbigay po ng update na nagkita po yung dalawang mag-ina tsaka yung by their biological. So, medyo overwhelming po syempre sa kanilang dalawang ina and syempre umiyak po, may shock po, and then mixed emotions. And after discussing po the situation, ang pinili na lang po ng parehas pong ina ay mag-co-parenting setup while awaiting the cross-match DNA results na para ma-confirm po yung findings. So, they understood that the children had already formed emotional bonds po doon sa hindi nila biological mothers. So, it would really take time for them to get to know each other po ulit as biological mother and baby. So, nag-announce po si Margie din na may plano siyang mag-file ng case dito po sa hospital na to. Pero as of now, wala po kaming makita na nagko-confirm kung siya po ay pinursu niya po yung case na yon. So, meanwhile po, as of now din, the Department of Health ng Davao Region, nag-launch po sila din ng investigation na to determine po the mix-up happened and sino po yung pwedeng responsible doon sa mix-up ng babies and para ma-off din po or maiwasan po yung ganito po ulit na pangyayari. So, yun po ang ating summary for the our case.
The ethical issue po dito is the problem raises concerns about how medical concerns and personnel, particularly nurses, should maintain newborn safety, especially in situations when protocols were neglected o walang maayos na pamamalakad. Tensions were disregarded during the chaotic period in pandemic. Most importantly, in this tragic case, concerns of failure to properly identify and verify newborns, which result in a life-altering mistake. It also raises questions on how should the healthcare system conduct themselves when a reversible error compromise family relationship. It shows na naging malaking issue din po ito dahil nagkaroon ng pangit na image ang mga healthcare professional, lalo po ang mga nurses. Na dapat responsibilidad nila na siguraduhin tama at safe ang mga newborns. The switching babies incident developed mental distress, disrupted maternal-child bonding, and endangered trust in the healthcare system. Both mother initial concerns were dismissed, which triggered the harm caused by mistakes in communication, responsibility, and commitment to safety measures. This episode of KMJS reveals how single lapse in nursing practice or duties may cause a long-term legal, emotional, and ethical impact on families.
Moving to relevance for the nursing field, this case is not just a legal or family tragedy. It is a profound lesson in professional responsibility. First is critical safety. Nurses are the last line of defense in newborn care. This error shows a failure in meticulous adherence to basic identification protocols, things like double-checking wristbands, footprinting, and verification with the mother's records. Second is ethical violation. Second is irreversible switching. The principle of non-maleficence, our duty to do no harm, was breached. The psychological and emotional trauma inflicted upon these families is a direct consequence of negligence. Third is advocacy failure. The mother's concerns were reportedly dismissed. A core nursing duty is to actively listen and immediately act on patient or parent concerns. We must empower nurses to be strong advocates and challenge the status quo when safety is in question. And lastly is professional accountability. This case severely impacts public trust. It mandates that nurses commit to continuous education and demonstrate the highest level of competency in all protocols, ensuring that such an error never threatens the reputation of our patients ever again.
Let's now go to applying the key principles of natural law to this case. First is yung preservation of life. The hospital failed to keep the baby safe through proper handling. So, pagdating sa principle na preservation of life, makikita natin dito sa case na to na kahit na physically safe yung babies, the hospital didn't really make sure na fully protected sila. Kasi the babies were switched. Naapektuhan yung emotional well-being nila, pati yung peace of mind ng families nila. Dito lumalabas yung principle na we need to protect yung buhay in all aspects. Hindi lang physical, kundi pati yung emotional at social well-being. Second is yung pursuit of truth and honesty. The DNA test shows the need for honest and honesty, accurate hospital procedures. Dito lumabas yung importance ng truth kasi yung DNA test lang yung nag-confirm na the babies were switched. Ibig sabihin, kailangan talaga ng hospital na maging honest at transparent sa procedures nila para maiwasan yung ganitong issue. Next is the promotion of human dignity. The switching prevented the babies and mothers from having their true identities. Sa principle naman na promotion of human dignity, sobrang clear dito na naapektuhan yung dignity ng parehong babies and their mothers. Kasi for 4 years, hindi nila naranasan yung tamang identity nila at connection sa biological parents nila. So, ibig sabihin, na-deny yung karapatan nila at dignity as human beings. Dito natin nakikita na mahalaga talaga sa natural law na igalang ang dignidad ng tao sa lahat ng pagkakataon. Miss Nalia?
So, for reason and responsibility naman, the hospital staffs did not follow careful and correct steps in their work. Para dito, ang principle na ito ay nagpapakita na dapat rational at maingat ang actions ng hospital staffs. If they just follow the proper procedures and careful steps, hindi sana nangyari yung switching. Dito makikita natin na sa natural law, dapat hindi basta-basta ang pagkilos. Bawat desisyon ay dapat natin muna i-base sa reason and accountability. Next is for the common good. Weak procedures put families at risk and reduce public trust in the hospital. So, lastly na yung common good. Hindi lang naman yung families involved ang naaapektuhan. Yung trust ng buong community sa hospital system ay naaapektuhan din. So, kaya malinaw na kailangan ng stronger protocols at preventive measures. So, mapoprotektahan natin hindi lang yung current patients, kundi lahat ng future families. Dito makikita natin na sa natural law, ang ethical actions natin ay dapat beneficial sa lahat, hindi lang sa iisang tao. So, ano yung group reflection namin or takeaway namin sa case na to? So, pinapakita nito that natural law is not some complicated theory, which, it's actually very human. When something as simple and basic as the duty to care for a newborn is ignored, everyone feels that something is wrong. Hindi mo na kailangan ng law book para maramdaman na may mali talaga. And that's why yung parehong pamilya search for the truth. It's because deep down, we know that honesty and responsibility are what set things right. And para sa akin, that's the heart of our reflection. Natural law reminds us that naka-wired tayo to protect life at pagrespeto sa isa't isa and to fix things when harm is done. The hospital may have failed sa duty na yon, pero yung effort nila to uncover the truth shows that people naturally move toward justice. Kung tutuusin, very normal, very natural sa atin yung reaction nila kapag may nangyaring mali, especially if tungkol sa pamilya. Kasi pag ganun, mabilis tayong kumilos para ayusin ang sitwasyon. Hindi naman kailangan maging expert tayo para alam nating dapat ipaglaban ang katotohanan, lalo na kapag may batang nadadamay. So, in the end, the case becomes more than just a tragic mistake. Magiging paalala din ito na sa atin on why moral duties matter and how following natural law helps guide families, institutions, and society na maging totoo, just, and humane. So, that's all for our report. Thank you for listening.